What up, everybody? I'm your host, JB, and this is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everyone.
And welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros Podcast. So, Josh,
Yeah.
I need you to apologize.
No.
And not just apologize to anybody, okay? I need you to apologize to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Because you were pretty rude with him on the last episode.
About.
I don't know.
because he makes 90 million
or 50 mil
whatever
a day. Yeah.
whatever.
And then you said that he's not even a good actor at one point.
He's not.
And then I think you even said that he wouldn't be able to last a cancellation like Tom Cruise would.
Mm-hmm.
So you might need to apologize.
No.
You're not gonna apologize?
No.
You're gonna stand on what you say?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, because I'm just saying, maybe the acting stuff and everything we can't. Maybe
that part's accurate.
Yeah, we're not gonna backtrack, but maybe him doing things for stunt work isn't really, or not stunt work, but for like. Cause every time I see The Rock, I always think like he's always doing something for clout.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he's always doing something nice.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a video today where he went to go, see, and it sounds bad the way I'm going to say it right now. I don't want to make it sound so bad, but he went to go see a child with cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to go, surprise her and give her a hug and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. To me, it just seems so like he's just wanting to do this for...
It's disingenuous or whatever.
Yeah, like disingenuous. So, today we hear that he did another holy thing, Black Adam himself. He decided to make a 7-figure donation to the SAG-AFTRA Relief Fund to basically help the actors and, help the writers and everybody during the strike to survive because they have no jobs. So...
Yeah.
And 7 figures is over $1 billion. I mean, it's about $1 billion, but they didn't give us a specific number.
Yeah.
The guild came out and personally thanked him and talked about that it was a 7-figure donation. So maybe he's not so bad gay.
Maybe not. Personality-wise, sure, but I mean, everything else kind of stands up to par.
Everything stands out to par.
Yeah.
So the foundation leaders said in this thank you letter, it says, "It was a love fest. It's like, man, you're stepping up in a way that's allowing others to know the dire necessity of it." This is him saying, in such a time as this, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere, whatever you need me to do. And that sends a huge message to other folks to do the same thing. We rely on donations and grants to provide services. We have been very fortunate that we raised enough money to be able to cover all of our programs. But when we hit a crisis like this and we're going to spend millions and millions of dollars in financial assistance, this is when we need a high-profile talent who can afford it, who are in a situation to help others.
Yeah. See, so good for The Rock. I don't know if this is for clout or not. I highly doubt he would. Like, this is something that he could probably feel very genuine about. You would think he would come up with a video or something like that. Totally being like, "Hey guys, it's me in Hawaii. I just sent the fattest donation to SAG efforts, supporting them while I
fuck
kick
you,
up."
Tom Cruise.
Like
He's like, "Fuck you, Tom Cruise."
He's like sending out the biggest help, even though I'm not out there picketing. I'm in here Hawaii and whatever else,
I was gonna say,
like that.
Hold on, because I was gonna say that. Is this like a way that he just bribed his way out of picketing?
Well, you can't bribe your way out of picketing.
I tell you, $1 billion bribes yourself out of a lot of things, and picketing is one of them.
Maybe just because he can show his support, but not burning up in the fucking
because
sun.
Tom Cruise came out at one point and said, "I'm not gonna go out and picket, but I'll help out in any other way. If you guys need me, call." And a lot of people were saying to Tom Cruise, like, "Why aren't you out there picketing?" I myself think Tom Cruise should be out there picketing. I don't think that, yes, donate the money, but it would be great, and I feel like it would double down and not make me feel like this is just all for clout.
If they were out there picketing.
Because, yeah, you can afford it, and maybe that is kind of like a, to The Rock, $50 million a day. Come on, dog. That's 2 days of work.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
That's 2 days of work.
Mm-hmm.
he obviously that's chump change for him. So it's like
That's like as much as he spends on a cheap meal.
exactly. So it's like, this is his way? Yes, he's kind of like helping out, but at the same time, wouldn't it be a bigger impact if The Rock himself was down there? Wouldn't it be a bigger impact if Tom Cruise himself was down there?
Yeah.
At that point,
Maybe they think they're too good for it. Who knows?
If they really wanted her studios, they could have been like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna work with y'all. I'm not gonna work with Paramount. I'm not gonna promote my movie until you get fairness for everybody. You're not gonna get big name talent like this. Wouldn't that do way more wonders than sending $1 billion?
Well, yeah, but that's also kind of gonna hurt their own careers when it's all said and done.
I mean, if you're standing for other people in the eyes of the people, you're the champion, and people are gonna follow you anywhere. Everybody knows at this point in time in 2023, society, the words of the people, that sways a lot of things nowadays. You could literally, the fucking Snyder Cut came out, man. That tells you what The Voice can do. If they're behind you, I mean, Johnny Depp, they were chucking shit at Amber Heard at one point. Like everybody was behind Amber Heard in 2016, and now things flip. Public opinion is a bitch, and if they stand out there and are like, "I'm gonna withhold us if you guys don't fairness for everybody," I think they would catch more.
You know what's crazy? While the strike is going on and people are picketing, this is the perfect time to go out there and get famous people's autographs. Like, I don't like you know.
Holy
I mean?
shit! Let's go. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Like, I know obviously the strike and stuff, but like they're all out there.
Everybody is out there.
Bob Odenkirk, like a bunch of other people. They're all out there. You know what I mean? Like
he's like everybody else who falls in line.
Yeah.
Hey, is Keanu Reeves out there? I didn't see Keanu Reeves.
No, he's probably not out there.
Yeah, man. There's still a lot of actors that aren't out there. Like the big A-list.
Aubrey Plaza is out there.
I didn't see her.
You didn't see her?
No.
She's out there. They got her quote while she was picketing.
Oh, damn. Very good. See?
And I would want to meet her. So
yeah.
I'm just saying, if you guys want to get their autographs, now would be the time to do it.
You know where they're at.
Yeah. They're at the big studios in Los Angeles.
Unless they're only there for like 10 minutes taking pictures.
I doubt it.
No. Yeah, no.
They're not really out there. It's just for press. They're like, yeah, let's just get this over with. It's all fake. Like,
yeah,
we're not really picketing. We're just bullshitting. Y'all.
Actually, I didn't even go out there. It's green screen. I got it in my house. It's
yeah, like
it's the room.
Bullshitting. That would be crazy. But yeah, no. Good for Dwayne to give to something other than his ego.
I mean, if this is the least he could do, I would say, because like I said, I still stand firmly. I mean, maybe that's me talking out my ass because, I'm not in his position. But at the same time, it's kind of like I feel like a bigger impact will be done if he was out there. I feel like a bigger impact would happen if Tom Cruise. Yeah. Money can help to feed them, obviously, and help with the relief fund, which is great. But wouldn't them being able to work and have a job and feed themselves be better?
Maybe it's because the strike isn't affecting them as they thought it would.
Well, they still have movies in the pipeline.
Well, yeah, but, like, they can survive right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Wait, who can?
Like The Rock.
The Rock?
And Tom Cruise.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, right now, they're not... But why would you wait? Why would you be like, I'm going to throw $1 billion and be like, well, I'm just going to wait till, like... to see what happens. And then, like, a year goes by and it's like, oh, shit, I should probably be picketing out there. Wouldn't that be bad? Or I wouldn't say a year. That's too long. Maybe like 6 months goes by.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know how long this bitch is gonna last. But no, I don't know. Maybe that's just where their mindset is. That they're too hot shit right now, and the strike isn't affecting them as much as it is the littler actors or whatever.
That could be a possibility.
And they're just like, well, I'll give them my efforts, feed them and stuff, but I'm not gonna be out there picketing.
I mean, I would hope that's not what they're thinking. But I mean, like I said. A good donation, regardless. A good donation at the end of the day. It's still a good donation. It still helps out people. I just personally think they'd do a little bit better if they were out there. But it is what it is. Congratulations, The Rock.
Dwayne.
We thank you, Mr. Adam. Moving on though, a couple good things that Christopher Nolan decided to say. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and clip these ones. So one is that. He's open. I mean, it's not really a big deal.
Wait, well, you didn't even say his name, and you said he.
Oh.
How are they going to know who he is?
He It's Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
So sorry, he's doing his own little, and this was all before, or like right before the whole strike happened.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, saying that he wouldn't mind directing a 007 film.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw this.
Would we mind him doing a 007 film?
No, I think he could do something like that.
I was gonna say, I think I always catch a little bit of hint of like a James Bondy feel from like some of his movies, like or some of like the camera
it's like the
shots.
It's like the classiness of it.
Yeah, like he always tries to take a book, or not a book, but a page out of their book.
Yeah, which is not bad. Like I could totally see it happening too.
Yeah. So he says on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, saying that the influence of those movies on my filmography is embarrassingly apparent. And so there's no attempt to shy away from that. I love the films. You know, it would be an amazing privilege to do one. You wouldn't want to take a film not fully committed to what you bring to the table creatively. So as a writer, casting, everything, it's a full package. You'd have to really, to be really needed, you have to be really wanted in terms of bringing the totality of what you bring to the character. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be first in line to see whatever they do. I take that as he'd love to do it, but there's no way that he can capture that 007 feel. And we all know nowadays, if it ain't accurate, apparently people want to pull away. And I like the way he speaks because he's very professional, and he knows how to not say stupid shit that people are going to easily pick out. But from this, it obviously he's expressing the want to, saying that he'd be down for it. But public opinion's a bitch, and if it's not the 007 that everybody knows, if it's not, you know, what everybody remembers, then it's gonna obviously not work out.
Yeah, the disconnect is obviously there, which is kind of how I was taking it too. So, very accurate description of how audience are nowadays. They want something the same but different, something fresh but not too distinct, and so it'll be a bitch and a half to pick it out.
Yeah. I say that we're going to have a conversation later on, honestly, about a movie in particular. But is it wrong to want that kind of accuracy from a different filmmaker? If that's like the 007 brand?
No, because every director and should make it their own in some way, shape, or form. Keep the same, keep the character obviously as similar, but if you can change things and tell a fresh story with the character, I don't see why not. Throw them in a scenario they haven't been in and see how that character adapts with the times and whatnot. Would be nice.
Yes, but we've noticed that could be hit or miss, right? And that's why he's talking about this. We have obviously Superman 1, Christopher Reeves, and then we have Man of Steel, obviously what people see and say. You have The Little Mermaid back in the day, and then you have, well, maybe that's a different thing because it's not really a sequel. I would say, what other movies? Let's say like The Matrix. We had a whole trilogy, and then they took it on a hiatus, and somebody decided to add to that. It was the same people, but the addition didn't really hit because it wasn't the same, not the same feel, not the same characters. It didn't feel right? It's a problem. It's a problem that's happening, obviously, with fans. You even said, too, it can't be too different. Should we be worried that, we're never going to be able to get, different takes of a certain character? All we're going to want to get, or all the audience really is going to want, is the same flavor for everything. I personally, I want, okay, let's take 007, obviously, because this is what we're talking about. The original 007, then you have the next set, and then you have all the way down to where we're at with Daniel Craig's 007, right? Every single one of those 007s, those trilogies or double movies that probably were able to be made, they have the same feel because they have one director that is basically trying to setting the tone, and they're trying to keep up with that tone along the way. Every single one has a different flavor. Some have bad flavors, some have good flavors. I don't want them to stop making different flavors because I don't want the same flavor. even if I gotta take the bad flavor, I would prefer that if I might roll the dice and hopefully get a good flavor at one point. You get
Yeah,
what
but
you
I
get
don't
what I
think
mean?
I get what you mean, but I don't think it's about getting them or not. It's mostly about what sticks and what doesn't. Obviously, audiences think the same formula or whatever is what sticks, but it's when directors like take the difference and stuff is when you notice fans are like, okay, this isn't bad. Like this is actually really good. Like, and I know animation is a different thing, but Into the Spider-Verse, you know what I mean? No one up until that point has seen a movie do comic book stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than Scott Pilgrim, but that movie came out like a decade before, you
Yeah.
know? And then, well, so on and so forth. Like, no one could picture Puss in Boots, like they say the first one is drastically different than the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's just them taking liberty, changing it, adding good stuff to it, and people enjoying it more. I think it just comes down to who's making the film. Now we know how Christopher Nolan works, so he could probably do something like that. You couldn't give 007 to someone like, I don't know, Sam Raimi or something like that. You know what I mean? Someone whose flavor but probably isn't suited for someone classy like James Bond.
Okay, that makes sense. Obviously, you got to have the right ingredients, right, in order to make a good flavor.
Christopher Nolan could probably kill James Bond if Idris Elba was him.
Okay. You
get what I'm saying?
Nolan with Elba?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I see a lot of people say Nolan and Cavill, and I'm just like, that's so lazy.
That is
so lazy.
That is boring. That is as boring as it gets, dude. Because, like, yes, obviously that's the right choice. That's the safest bet. But you want him to do crazy shit and put someone in the shoes of theirs, so they can wow you even more. You wouldn't expect Cillian Murphy to be Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? I hear he killed it. But again, do you want the safest bet, or do you want something that this actor will give you good chops and is in the good hands of someone like Christopher Nolan? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Cillian Murphy was always in the background of his films. It wasn't so much that he trusted him enough to not be the lead. It's just that role wasn't made for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he took a chance on Cillian Murphy, and yes, again, I hear he killed it. So you want to put the right actor in the right hands of the director and have their shift work.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can summarize it. Okay.
I see that. And I mean, we all know Nolan is gospel.
He's a visionary, yes.
I think that doesn't need to be said, but some people don't know who Nolan is, but put some respect on his name. In particular, because he also decided to talk about Robert Downey Jr. and how he was one of the greatest castings to ever have been done. Ever. And it's funny because at one point, Downey was like down bad. He wasn't even like gonna be looked at all his way. But Nolan basically said, in retrospect, Favreau's decision to cast Downey as Tony Stark was a great foresight. Favreau had the insight to cast him as Iron Man. I mean, it's one of the greatest casting decisions in the history of movies. And you look at what that did and where that went with everything. And I think that was John just knowing what an incredible actor, what an incredible potential it was from Downey. And then the movie star charisma, the wonderful charisma comes into play. And it's honestly, it's smart because at one point, if anybody did not know this, it's crazy. At one point, Kevin Feige himself really wanted Robert Downey Jr. to play like Doctor Doom in like a Fantastic Four movie.
Somewhere down the line, years later, after Iron Man was established.
That was before Iron Man. I think this was around the time where like before he had his crisis and everything, and when like superhero movies were becoming a thing, like X-Men, how they were trying to like cast people in Fantastic Four and everything like that. Because Kevin Feige was a producer on all those. I hope he did. Okay. Like if you look back at those movies, he has his name in somewhere. Not a director, not as a big name producer, but he has his name somewhere. He was there to help. He spearheaded Marvel for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I can agree to an extent. He is probably the best castings, one of the greatest film castings, because again, this is just Jon Favreau taking a chance on someone you wouldn't expect at the time to kill it, and then 10 years later continue to kill it for the rest of the saga.
Yeah, that, and he was cheap too.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fair.
Hot out of jail. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, RDJ. Hot out of jail, but
Well, I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
He needed work. Favreau needed an actor, someone that
was affordable and can play that role.
deliver the role, and RDJ was the guy. And I think it's also a lot of, again, like trusting your actor to do the job, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because Favreau, he's done a lot of movies. I've seen a lot of his movies, and he has a good eye. But, you know, back in 2008, he probably didn't. And this was like his make it or break it.
Yeah.
And lucky for him, he trusted RDJ to make it. And he made it.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's doing all the other stuff that this movie kind of, I bet, propelled him forward.
Propelled him forward, propelled the whole cinematic universe forward, did everything. But in a different multiverse, we got RDJ as Dr. Doom.
That would have been weird.
You don't think he would have played a good Dr. Doom?
No.
Is that because you've seen him as Iron Man now?
No.
No?
I just don't see his face as, like, bad guy, if that makes sense. Not Dr. Doom.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look like a bad guy. RDJ just looks too nice. He looks like an asshole, if we want to be real. He looks like he has a smart-ass mouth, RDJ. He does, 100%. But he does have a smart-ass mouth, too. But, yeah. Nolan, again, with a common W. He always has W's, and I enjoy that. And I like talking about him. And obviously, Iron Man was one of the greatest casting, because here we are, being able to talk about superhero genres and all that, right? It's a great way to live.
Yeah.
Moving on, though, an L I would have to give to John Boyega. I'm pretty upset, okay? He came out on Hot Ones, and he was basically asked to rank from best to worst, basically the trilogy that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this for you.
Okay.
And I don't want you to say anything. I want you to sit there and simmer in it after he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk, and I'm going to allow you to talk. Okay, here we go.
Rank the 3 Star Wars films you were in from best to worst. Hell yeah, I do it. Star Wars The Force Awakens is most definitely the best. Second for me comes Star Wars 9. And then the worst, in the most respectful sense, is Episode 8 for me. But they're all lovely.
He basically said, The Last Jedi is the last one on the totem pole, at least with him. Now, we already know, okay, I'm going to give him a pass because we already know that he was kind of pushed to the side and yada yada. He's talked about it, about how he told Disney off or whatever back in 2020, and how he's basically wouldn't be open to doing Star Wars as of right now, you know? In my opinion, arguably the best in the trilogy he doesn't like, okay? That's one. I Force Awakens and Last Jedi go head to head. It's very hard to pick because they both have their flaws. He put the Rise of Skywalker above The Last Jedi when he was completely phased out of that movie altogether. So it makes zero sense.
Mm-hmm.
This pisses me the fuck off, honestly. And I'm trying to be respectful because I understand his time that he had on there, but at the same time, it's a little disrespectful that way, I think. Yeah. And as a Star Wars fan, I don't even care if this makes it sound like I'm triggered. I fucking am. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think The Last Jedi should be last. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably my favorite one out of the trilogy. I really enjoyed that one. The other, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of listing my last two, but that's probably the best one.
Nah.
And then
say it.
As for John Boyega, yes, clearly he's salty, and I know he's trying to save face by saying, "Oh, as respectful as possible." But no, we know you're mad, bro. It's okay, we get it. I would totally be mad too if I was second fiddle and pushed away. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's just wrong. That ranking is wrong. It's so bad. That's a bad ranking.
So we can't agree with him, right?
No.
All right. So would you see him in another Star Wars movie now?
Well, yeah.
No, fuck him. He doesn't. He doesn't.
Not anymore.
He can't. I'm gonna go see him in a. I'm gonna see him on that new Netflix one,
Yeah.
Clone Tyrone.
They clone Tyrone.
But I am not gonna see this man in another Star Wars movie. Fuck this guy. He irritates me now. That's crazy to me. It's just insane. That doesn't make any sense. Rise of Skywalker over The Last Jedi, and I know some of you guys are out there like, oh, why is it such a big deal? Look, listen. It is. I have a definitive list that I'm not gonna say on this one. It's worth content on its own, so I'm gonna save that for another one. But at the end of the day, there's no reason to have ranked it so low, and I said my piece.
Yeah, no, that ranking is bad. I don't vibe with that either. That's crazy.
No, John Boyega, take this L, bro.
Smoking that pack.
Yeah, Newports. I don't like that. Moving on though, we also got a new release date. I repeat, a new release date for Saw X, moving from what was October 27th. Okay, October 27th. It was supposed to be out on that day, but it got moved and actually pushed ahead to September 29th. Now, people were like, oh, Saw's running scared. Who knows? At the time, on October 7th, he was supposed to go up against Exorcist Believer and the Five Nights at Freddy's. They were going to rumble for who was going to be the best killer.
Yeah.
Now that it's on September 29th, it's going to be going up against the creator and against the new Paw Patrol movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's these are paired together.
Yeah.
Now, I have no doubt putting it against the creator putting against Paw Patrol is going to make this movie a little bit better. Box office wise, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But putting it against the creator, I feel like it's going to really hurt this movie. So it's, or at least I hope. It's a new sci-fi movie, so we don't know how well it's going to do.
I hope it does really well.
So I would be kind of scared when they moved it. I think it would probably had a better chance with the Five Nights at Freddy's and Exorcist, because I don't think a lot of people are into the Exorcist anymore.
I hear that one is bad.
Yeah,
I hear the screenings are
they haven't been good, right? Now that one's coming from David Green, who made Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. If it was Halloween 2018, I would have been like, he got this movie in the bag. But then I seen Halloween Ends. And a little bit of Kills. I enjoy Kills, but Ends really kills it for me. Pun intended. But I don't have much faith in that one, so I think they would have had a good chance against Five Nights at Freddy's better than the creator, but I don't know. What do you think? Who do you think they should have really put him up against?
Okay. Yeah, I think putting it up against the creator is the best bet. Okay. I think that's probably the safest option. But obviously, no one's gonna go see a kid movie, in theaters. That's a streaming thing, unless it does really well. But I don't know. The creator is probably gonna have a fighting chance. Again, I really hope that movie succeeds. It looks so good. I really think it would have lost against Five Nights at Freddy's, though.
You're just being biased. I should have never asked you.
No.
Oh,
listen,
okay,
listen, right? Because this series has been out since like 2008, something like that. It's like when the first game came out.
Yeah,
people grew up on this bitch. That movie was in development hell for years, and now that it's seen the light of day, that all these fans are gonna go see it.
So you think Five Nights at Freddy's is then anticipated?
Yes.
Is it not coming out straight to streaming too?
It is. I think it's like same day, actually.
Same day?
I think so.
No, they should have put it next to them then, because people, you're not gonna go to the theaters. You're gonna pop it on your TV.
I want to see that bitch in theaters.
You're not gonna see that in theaters.
I want to see it in
if
theaters.
They made it for streaming,
you don't know they made it for streaming.
Okay, I kid you not. Every other movie that they put out was straight to theaters. The only movies that they put out straight to streaming and straight to theater release are shitty movies. They have no faith in them. The last time they did that was with Halloween Ends. Dude, I am so worried. I didn't know it was coming both at the same time. That movie's not going to be good, man. No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm telling you.
No? Sorry. This might be another Flash.
No.
Hey, man. It's okay. If you need to cry one day.
How do I know you're not biased?
I'm not biased.
You like these movies. The last one didn't even hold up.
No, I love Saw. Wait, Spiral?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
It did really good.
Where's its sequel? They
It's right
couldn't.
here.
No.
It's right
No,
here.
no. That's not a sequel.
Bro,
They said Spiral was not good. Let's get the dude back because he died in the movies. Let's get him back. Let's put it between 1 and 2, and we'll be alright. Well, this will save the franchise. That's how you know they had no faith in Spiral.
I'm in your head, bro.
No.
Just say I'm in your fucking head.
No.
I'm in your head.
You can't
I'm
even
in
rebuttal.
your fucking
See?
head.
I got you
Get a
figured
grip.
out.
Get a grip.
Got you and
Look,
these
look,
motherfuckers
I'm
figured
in your head.
out.
Look, get a grip. Listen here. Saw did well. Spiral did well. That's why they're doing another movie. You got to understand. Spiral did actually really well.
But not Spiral 2. Another Jigsaw movie with the guy that died in like the 4th movie.
If you
set between 1 and 2.
Listen here.
Make the timeline make sense right now.
It makes perfect sense if you watch all
No,
the movies.
it
Listen
doesn't.
here. Listen. If John Kramer is in this movie, it doesn't make any difference because he's in every single Saw movie. Even in Spiral, he's in every single Saw movie, including Spiral, are all together. And they just changed the name because they thought it was going to be more appealing and people were going to, come watch it a little bit more. But it was the same exact thing, just with a different name. That's literally what they did. And I can admit that. I do not care. I love Saw. I am pretty biased, but I will tell you right now, if that movie, I'm not even trying to be like, I was rooting for Five Nights at Freddy's because you say that you like it. I wanted to be into it too so I could watch it with you. But same day, theater and stream, that movie's not going to make money, and it's not going to turn out. It's not going to turn out. No, you think
good.
that people are going to somebody is probably going to go, let me go. Well, now they're going to have to go, let me go watch The Exorcist. Let me wash the taste out of my mouth. Let me go watch Five Nights at Freddy's since it's on TV. And that's it.
No.
And that could either be a gag where, it's a double bad taste in your mouth, or it could actually be a good washout. I don't know.
No, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Now I hope the creator stomps this bitch
I
out.
swear to God. You're mad. You're mad. Bro, why you mad?
Because, dude, no, that's some bullshit. You're shitting on my movie.
I'm not shitting on your movie.
That's what
I'm
it
being
sounds like.
realistic. I even told you that depending on how the creator does, because it is a new sci-fi movie. I don't know how. I personally do not know how well sci-fi movies do when they're on their own. We saw how Tenet kind of turned out. That was kind of a sci-fi movie, but that was during COVID. The last time we had a sci-fi movie was when? Like a new sci-fi movie.
It's been a while.
That's what I'm saying. So we don't really know how they turn out. I'm hoping we can see what happens. Oh, well, this movie, the creator's going to come out before Rebel Moon. But that would have gave me a good gauge if, depending on how good it was with the sci-fi.
Well, maybe with superhero fatigue, this movie will do wonders.
It's against Paw Patrol. That's not a... Oh, wait, the creator?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the creator.
Sorry, my bad.
Like, sci-fi movies in general could be making a comeback depending on how this does because of superhero fatigue.
That's true, too. People could be looking for the next flavor. Now, we did hear that Barbie and Oppenheimer are doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And that made a big splash, that whatever, I don't know.
Barbenheimer.
Oh, sorry, that sounded bad.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, Barbenheimer, there you go. That whole duo thing, double feature thing, that's been doing really well for theaters. I actually been hearing rumors apparently that Barbie was sold out, so people went to Oppenheimer because Barbie basically won the fight. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, no, Barbie is killing it at the box
Yeah,
office right
a
now.
lot of girls went to go watch that movie. There's so many girls that went to go watch that movie. It's crazy. They might be making more movies for women, honestly. And they honestly should.
Let Greta Gerwig cook, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Chronicles of Narnia gonna be fire? Question
No,
mark?
I don't know about that one.
Duh.
That series is not for me. If it bangs, it bangs.
You just said. Let her cook. Let
her cook for female, female things, not like not this.
Oh, now you're saying, bit off a little more than she could chew, huh? Is that what you're saying?
I don't like Narnia stuff. No,
No, you were like, let her cook, and then you heard Narnia. You're like, well, maybe take the pot away.
Maybe
Who knows?
not everything. Yeah, no, but I don't like Narnia, so maybe she can cook with that. I'll find out later, but that's a whole other can of worms.
Okay.
Let
But
her-
yeah,
let
so
her continue to do her
depending
thing.
on how the creator does, I think Saw X has I think maybe that's why they moved it then. Saw X has probably a better chance. I don't think it has a better chance. I think honestly it's like a toss up between these movies on which one they could do it. Either somebody's gonna be in the early Halloween spirit and go watch it, or they're gonna be like, oh, a new sci-fi movie that looks really good, because honestly it does look really good. The fucking trailers look magnificent. we gave a reaction to that in one of our older episodes. You guys want to go check that out? I think that was the Tuesday one, right?
Yeah, before that.
Yeah. But Paw Patrol's getting stomped. 100%. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, basically.
At least we can say that. At least we can unite together and say
Yes.
collectively Paw Patrol is going to get his ass
Paw
beat.
Patrol is going to be bad.
Sorry, kids. I really hope this movie does good because I want more Saw movies. I really want it to do good. And I'm honestly rooting. I don't want you to think that I have like any bad blood for like Five Nights at Freddy because I genuinely want it to do good too.
I hope it does.
That whole streaming thing just kind of worries me.
The straight to streaming is a terrible decision all around. But like again, I don't know what they're cooking with that. It could be bad. Like I can't throw that option right out the table. But
You're hoping for the best.
I'm hoping for the best.
Let's hope
like,
for the best.
I hope it's good. Like this movie, like I said, this movie's been anticipated for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it's everything we get and more.
Okay. Hoping for the best here. Fingers crossed. Moving on though, AMC now dropping their whole what do they call it? Their whole sightline at AMC. That if you guys listen to our older episodes, I think this episode was like way back because this was in development for a while apparently. But the sightline at AMC was supposed to be their new seating implementation that they decided to I don't know, cook up in their basement or some shit while they were doing fucking coke. I don't know. They decided that they wanted to charge people extra for seating, and
this is a long time ago.
Yeah, they were.
What the fuck?
They were trying to figure out a way to implement it.
How to do it? Yeah.
They decided to completely throw it out.
Oh, thank fucking God.
They said we can't do this.
Good.
There's no way that people. I don't know. Maybe the model wasn't adding up or something. They didn't give an answer when Variety asked
They're
them.
like, hey, what happened to that thing? They're just like, ugh, well, about that, it just didn't work. Don't ask us how, but it couldn't work. We're not doing it.
Exactly.
Like,
so, I mean, we know Elijah Wood came out. He talked about it. He was advocating, saying, what the fuck? Why are you going to charge people more? That's not exactly his quote, so don't quote me. But
this sounds fucking stupid.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise said that. It makes perfect sense not to do that. I don't know why they would have thought that was a good idea. In a time where movie theaters aren't 100% right now with Hollywood and everything like that, it would be a dumb decision to do this. Regardless, I thought it was a dumb decision altogether. We're already paying you so much fucking money to go watch this fucking movie already.
Your hot dogs are like $5 a pop, my guy.
$5.
Wank.
You put that in your whole pocket. So happy that they're doing away with this. Yes, it's an arm and a leg to already go to the movie theater. It'd be a whole torso just to fucking pay for a good seat. Apparently, they're gonna be like $2 for the ones where you break your neck. You gotta look straight up and shit.
That's dumb, dude.
Yeah,
I'm glad they couldn't just. I'm kind of glad that whatever genius couldn't figure it out. It was just like, well, this ain't working. We gotta move. We gotta throw it out. Like this is dumb.
I wonder if like they wanted to wait for it to subside. I wonder if they were just like, oh, we're getting a lot of backlash from like what people saying that they're not gonna come back, whatever. We're just gonna let it sit, and then we're just gonna push it off the table. What if they were? That's what like their plan was, because they just stopped talking about it altogether. Like how you were just like, what? That's still a thing. You were.
I highly doubt it. They were probably just like, we're gonna announce it. It's coming. We're gonna figure it out. They went back into the think tank
for about 6 months.
They were like, damn, how do we do this? The math clearly wasn't mathing. Someone died in the corner doing math equations. They came up and they tried to ask him, hey, what happened to that thing? And they were just like, it didn't work. It didn't pan out.
I had bupkis.
We're not doing this. This is clearly off the table. Don't worry about why it's not working. It's just be glad it's not.
You're gonna make way more money when it doesn't work, guys.
Exactly.
So it's fine.
Exactly.
Very good. I'm happy they threw this model out the fucking window where it deserves. It doesn't make any sense to have done that in the first place.
Yeah, that was very dumb. Whoever made it
fire that guy too. Whoever
pitched the idea,
like get him out.
Yeah, throw his ass out the window.
Along with that plan.
Exactly.
If you can't strap them together and throw them out the window, that'd be nice. Moving on though, maybe potentially good news. Who knows? Maybe you might be excited, but apparently Thomas Hayden Church told comicbook.com that he heard rumors that Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire are wanting to unite to bring together Spider-Man 4.
No fucking way.
Take it with a grain of salt, but this is what he said at comicbook.com, saying that there's always some kind of... I've heard rumors that Sam Raimi was going to do another Spider-Man movie with Tobey, and if that happens, I would probably campaign to maybe at least do a cameo. Now, we were hearing rumors that Amazing Spider-Man 3 was...
Yeah.
TASM 3 was in the works as well.
Yes.
Obviously, we saw how big of a hit No Way Home was. I mean, we heard rumors that Andrew Garfield might come back for Venom 3.
Yeah.
Is this kind of far-fetched? Probably not. I'm sure after No Way Home's success, I'm sure there was rumblings. There was probably calls going out like, hey, Toby, you got to be down.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, you listen to me, bro. You
Yeah.
got to be down. Like, I'm sure there was phone calls all over the place. So how reliable this is, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But him throwing in that little probably campaign to do a cameo thing, I'm like, man, everybody can just have a layup for a cameo nowadays. It's just super easy.
I mean,
Before, it used to have to be like, oh, who's that? Like, some people don't... there was a movie, I don't forgot what movie it was. They had a cameo in there. Till this, or not till this day, but like maybe like a few months ago, I rewatched that movie. I can't fucking remember what it was. I rewatched that movie. I seen it. They didn't make a big deal or nothing. It was a cameo straight in my fucking face. I didn't even know about it.
He didn't recognize
I didn't recognize dude, and especially because he was younger. It's an older movie.
Okay.
And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I was like, you would have to spot them out. Now it's just more like, hey, I
right
can
here.
get a cameo.
I'm right here. Like, you know, this could be exciting. I would be down for this, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. Man,
100%.
I know you and Tobey Maguire like this, bro.
Exactly. Like this, son. No.
We mad tight, yo. I say no to that one, and I want TASM 3. I say no to Spider-Man 4 with Sam Raimi. I say TASM 3 with Andrew Garfield.
I mean, okay. I mean, either way, I would.
If you had to pick, what would you pick?
Hmm.
There's a gun to your head right now. Pick something. 3, 2.
Toby had his chance. It would be TASM 3.
Damn. You hit the Cortomian ship with your laser eyes? You said, that's crazy.
He did have his chance. He had his trilogy. If I had to choose, Andrew should get his third.
Did you complete it?
Yeah. But, shit. Spider-Man 4? I'll take it. That sounds fucking A1. I am down for this.
I'm sure we're hitting a day and age where it probably isn't out of the question.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can probably get to a point where 2 Spider-Man can coexist, especially with like No Way Home being a success. So it's not out of the question. I don't think it's too far-fetched in this time that we might not be able to get both.
Mm-hmm.
But if one has to fruition first, and I'm not even mad. I would want Toby to get his 4th Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But if one has to come into fruition first, TASM 3, 100%. I gotta... Andrew Garfield, man, had my babies. I mean, what?
Huh? Yeah, no. I guess if I had to pick one to exist, it would definitely be TASM 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I know if this is real and I hear about it, I'm not going to shut up forever. Spider-Man 4. That is where my loyalties lie.
Spider-Man 4 is where you lie?
With Toby Maguire's Spider-Man. I'm sorry. Like, not to get into the whole debate, but that's my bread and butter. My Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's mine.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I like Toby. He had a good run, but Andrew Garfield will always be my definitive. Yeah. Even though I like even Tom Holland's too. I think he embodies both. I don't know. Andrew Garfield's charisma just hits different. For me.
No, and I'm not knocking it either. Like, Andrew deserves everything his movies did, and I even love I loved him before No Way Home, but like the fact that he was kind of sidelined in the end too, and made the punchline every time he was on screen had me upset too though, because I was like, wow, like when he was like, I thought you were Peter 2 or whatever, and he's like, no, I'm Peter 3, and like, because he doesn't get a trilogy, haha guys, thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah. Or
when Electro's like, you're not even the shit no more, and then he's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it was funny, but mad disrespectful.
low key. But I still liked it. He did get that epic moment where he was able to,
save Michelle.
I really like that they did that in that movie, where they made the storylines of what happened to them in the past come into this, because they could have totally made them be like, oh, we're from a different universe and this happened differently in our universe, but instead they continued it for us, and it was a lovely feeling.
It was nice.
100%. I like being able, except for that whole changing Electro thing. Is it just me, or I mean, I liked him in No Way Home, but I kind of liked the blue Loki.
It was just different. I mean, they changed him up. Blue was pure energy at that point, which has kind of always been his goal. So it makes sense. Like, it's not just an aesthetic thing. Like, he was pure energy at that point.
Yeah.
That Electro still had to be powered up by something, you know? And, like, while that's cool and very comical, I kind of enjoy that he was literally a battery by the end of his run in TASM 2.
Yeah, because I will always say, I know a lot of people didn't like TASM 2 when it came out and stuff. I always thought it was, obviously, you can tell it's messed with and everything, obviously botched. I know Mary Jane was taken out at one point and stuff like that, so... But for what it was, I really enjoyed that movie, and I liked his design in particular. Even though I can admit it was kind of weird to get used to at first, I did enjoy that. Not only did it just change his but his teeth, even down to like everything. It was good.
It was a nice movie, even if it was like very compact. It was still a nice film, I think.
Yeah, I still think that they should have went a different look with Harry Osborn, but that's just
that's
that's a whole different thing. Yeah, I get it. Moving on though, hopefully he gets his fourth, but moving on though, we're getting another Snow White remake. Well, we're getting that Snow White remake that I told you about with Rachel Zegler, the person you didn't know about,
and Gal
Gadot has the internet up in flames.
These things usually do, but what for now?
I know, or I don't know if you heard, and I think this interview was before we even had our podcast, but when Peter Dinklage basically came out, because he will be in this movie as well, and basically said that it would, I don't remember word for word verbatim, but that it would be going backwards to use dwarfs in that movie, in this movie, but it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and that had the internet up in roar already. There, that itself, everybody was like,
I'll let you finish. Keep going.
Because they were like, well, here comes Disney making another remake and changing a lot of things that nobody wants, and it made another interview resurface that happened honestly right before we started our podcast too. So it's hilarious. Or it was around the time I think Black Adam came out, and that was around the time we did our like first episode, huh? It's crazy.
Yeah, just like right before Black Adam came out.
Yeah. So a production photo came out with what the internet believes will be the substitution for the dwarves, and they look like this. As you can see, we have one dwarf in the very front, but then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other non-dwarves behind them.
Yeah.
And like I said, internet up in flames. Now this isn't Rachel Zegler right here. This is I'm guessing what is the stand-in. I don't know if it's just a stand-in because they couldn't find anybody, but they have a video right here of them walking down the field, if you can see them. And like I said, has the internet up in flames because this is another thing that they're going to mess with in a remake. Now, some people are saying woke and all that stuff. I'm not saying woke. I don't care. If it's a creative decision that helps with the film, I'm down. What the fuck is this shit? And why is there no dwarves behind them? I get it, or whatever, don't make fun of dwarves, but it's part of the movie, and if they're making a Snow White remake, dwarves need to be included.
What is Dinklage doing if he isn't a dwarf?
I don't, that's messed up for you to even say, alright? He could be playing a totally different character, bro. Why do you just assume?
He's the prince?
Yeah, what if he's the prince? The handsome, tall prince.
Yeah, no. Throw this movie away. What the fuck? Yeah, it's gonna be. He's gonna try to kiss Snow White. He's gonna pull out a little thug ladder and just tap tap. Pat, pat, pat. Yeah, no, that doesn't make much sense. I don't care about any different race or whatever. Again, that is out the window. I don't give two shits about that. Why are they tall people? Why are they normal people? It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, not Snow White and the dwarf, and 6 other people. Like, it doesn't make much sense.
And 6 other roommates.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make much sense.
And I wondered why they just called it Snow White. They didn't call it Snow White.
It's not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
No, it's Snow White 2024. That's literally what it's called, just Snow White.
Wow.
And I was wondering why they called it that.
But now we know.
Now we know, because there is no dwarves.
Yeah.
Or there's one dwarf. The 7 roommates and a dwarf.
6 roommates and a dwarf.
Yeah. But that dwarf is also a roommate.
Yeah.
Put that in little writings at the bottom.
He's a person.
He's a person too. Don't laugh at him. I don't know. This doesn't help the story out in any way. And I know the other side will be like, well, if it doesn't have an impact on the story, why are you making a big deal about it? I'm gonna be like, well, here's the reason why, because this is not the movie that I know. I'm tired of Disney promising us a remake, and we don't get the movie that we used to have. I want to see what I used to see. I don't want to see a realistic flounder.
So wait, so you didn't see that interview? Because I didn't see these pictures. You didn't see that interview of them talking about it, where they were like,
I'm happy that you brought it up.
Oh, you have it?
It's right here.
Oh, shit.
I was going to play it for you because a lot of people are bringing this interview back up. This is the interview that I was telling you. Yeah, a lot of people are running with it because of what she says in this movie that they're going to change. Now, I heard about this before. Like I said, we didn't talk about this because it was right before Black Adam.
Yeah.
And
Black Adam was kind of...
That was our, that was our starship that we
Yeah.
decided to jump on to start this podcast. And so it wasn't really like a big, I was like, okay, maybe it's still going to be good. But then I heard that the dwarves were being taken out and I was like, oh shit. So they're doing exactly what they've been doing at a worse scale. So I'm going to play you this so everybody can hear this as well. And I maybe refresh your memory and you can hear the big changes that they're making to Snow White.
Okay.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. I am.
She don't need no man.
What the fuck?
How's she gonna wake up?
Exactly.
How you gonna wake up? Tell me how you gonna wake up, bitch.
She's gonna save herself.
she's gonna kiss herself.
She's gonna pull a Inception and wake herself up.
Like, wake up, bitch.
Like, oh my god, that sounds dumb. How the fuck? I'm all for empowerment. I feel like we should preface this. We should say that first because this sounds already bad. But I'm all for the idea, just not here. If that makes any sense, don't change that shit because now you already have a massive red flag. 2 red flags. You won't include dwarves.
What they do in The Little Mermaid? Prince Eric couldn't save Ariel. He was drowning in the sea like a fucking dumbass, and she somehow jumped out of the water, flopped her ass all the way to the steering wheel, and automatically knew how to drive a boat into Ursula.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want no man to save them. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's part of the movie. It's a love story. Why wouldn't the man save you? Why, if you really want to switch it up and do a parody, make a different movie of the woman saving the man.
Exactly.
Make it White Snow, and fucking run with it. Go ahead, do whatever you want. But why the hell are you gonna take and change such a classic story? Okay, even the sheer fact that Disney had I understand that Disney had to go ahead and put those little disclaimers in the beginning of the movies because some of them were products of their time and they were stereotypes. Yeah. And I know people are saying that, love stories are a product of that time because, men having to save the woman. That's not true. Love is timeless. Man meets woman, they fall in love. Yes, there's other stories where man meets man, woman meets woman as well. That's fine and dandy, but make a different movie with a different story and give them a different name and give them different motivations. Exactly. Give them a whole story. How it's a even worse disservice to just change one thing in the movie but keep everything else the same, because it's not really their story. You're just like, I can't think of anything else, let's just tweak this. Oh, women empowerment. No, when you can literally empower women by making a whole story about them, making a whole movie about them. Show Barbie.
Barbie's a big one.
Barbie's a big one. People are saying that there's like Ben Shapiro's up in flames talking to that it's a feminist movement, whatever, blah 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 blah. That's fine. Girls look up to that shit, and it's good. Make women idols from a different person. Why are you gonna take something that was a product of somebody else's time? Basically, you're saying that that movie's ugly because it's a product of its time, and you're gonna take that product and basically try to do a mock job of it, trying to make it look pretty, but underneath, it's that heinous thing that you didn't like a second ago. Still, you just try to dress it up differently.
Exactly.
Make a whole different thing.
Yeah, you'd be better off doing something different. This is dumb. This is so dumb. Give me a solo movie about the dwarves at this point. Like, I don't need Snow White. Like, like
I want to see what the dwarves were up to.
Yeah, like we know they're hardworking people. Show me how they
were probably
work.
broing down over there until this girl showed up.
Show me how they work with their conditions. Like, how does Sleepy go to work? Like, I don't show me that shit.
Damn. He doesn't. He crashes on the commute over. Okay.
Like, dude, this just sounds so uninteresting. And like, if you guys heard our Little Mermaid review of the recent one, I'm not for these remakes. These sound boring as hell. Don't even show me a trailer because I'm just not interested.
At this point, I don't think so either. We're probably gonna still see a trailer when it drops because I want to see
to point and laugh.
Basically, to point and laugh, to do what we did right now. Because at the end of the day, it's funny, and a lot of people, like I said, it's not about being woke, and it's not about that, because a lot of people like to come out and bash people for ideologies and stuff like that. No, this is a movie and a remake of a movie that we all know. Just give us that remake. Don't do all this. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, that sounds dumb. I'm sorry, and I like even Gal Gadot being in it doesn't sell me this. Like, it's not a good look.
No. Not even Rachel Zegler?
No.
Did you like her in Shazam?
She was
now that you know who she is.
She was alright, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Sucks that she's gonna go out like this. Her career was so young. and
she survived Shazam too. I mean,
well, let's be fair. She got kind of picked up during Shazam 2. So one of those two movies was supposed to be like her startup, and one of them didn't really do what she wanted to do. So she has a chance at a second time, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna hit. Yeah. Hopefully third time's a charm, though. I hope she gets a career. I think she's actually pretty decent. I just think that maybe she shouldn't
needs to be in the right hands.
Gal Gadot, I don't know if you saw her, she was just kind of looking at her, nodding her head. She's like, shut the fuck up, bitch, shut up,
you're painting us badly.
Even I hear it and it sounds bad. I don't know.
These are all her ideas. She throws her under the bus.
Due to scheduling conflicts, they go their separate ways. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I want to know from you guys, are you guys excited about this? Does this worry you guys about the new Snow White?
Are you excited for Snow White and the 7 regular people? Like
the 7 roommates and the 1 dwarf? Well, let us know. Moving on, though, we got a couple of trailers in the back end. We have the new Marvel's trailer. I've not seen this one. You have not seen this one?
I haven't seen it, no.
I know it came out a few days ago, but it's I actively don't really look for Marvel trailers anymore.
Yeah, no, it showed up on my timeline, and I was like, I'm not really this interested, and I scrolled away.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Because I figured we'd cover it eventually, and I know we're not in a hurry for this either, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you're kind of hoping for this movie to be good, though.
Kind of, yeah. After Secret Invasion, which I mean, I gotta tell you, if you haven't seen the 5th episode, watch it. I think that one is really fucking good.
You think it's gonna change my mind?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give it a watch.
More on that when we do our review, but yeah,
I'm gonna have to give it a watch because our review's coming this Saturday. Tune in for that. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into the Marvel's trailer.
Yeah,
we gotta see.
Let's do it.
Let me ask you real quick.
Okay.
We see Nick Fury in the first one, and we know the Marvels comes out after. Does this kind of hurt Secret Invasion for you, knowing that he's gonna come out at the end?
Not really, because I mean that's sort of expected. It's Nick Fury.
You know he's gonna survive regardless.
Yeah, unless we find out like this takes place before that or whatever, because he's in space again.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Secret Invasion takes place before the Marvels.
No. I'm talking about the Marvels taking place before, timeline-wise.
Oh, got you. Unless they do like a plot twist.
Yeah, like if they're like, oh, he's up in space, and then that thing puts him on Earth or whatever. I don't know. It's totally fine with me. I'm not too worried about it because even if that was the case, I would have been like, oh, he's a Skrull anyway.
There's a potential
he was Talos.
There's a potential that it might be a Skrull too. You know what I mean? So, I guess there's that writing for it right now. That there's a potential
big mystery.
Yeah, that Nick Fury might be a Skrull by the end.
Yeah.
But if he makes it out fine and dandy, is kind of like
I think he'll make it out fine and dandy. But the repercussions that the Skrulls leave on like Earth and all that is gonna be major. And I hope that this movie plays on that a little bit because I'm really tired of seeing like drastic things change, Eternals, and then them just not following through.
Oh, speaking of that, there's like a globe right here, and there's no big things coming out of it.
It's probably on the other side of the Earth. But yeah, no, I don't think it ruins it for me. Not really.
Okay, let's jump into this trailer. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Carol Danvers, prodigal child of the Milky Way.
Nick Fury, my favorite one-eyed man of intrigue.
How goes it out there?
Cold, no air, space.
Captain Marvel, the Annihilator. You took everything from me. And now I'm returning the favor.
What is happening to me? She's entangled our light-based powers. So we switch places whenever we use them.
Strong theory.
You can absorb light. I can see it. And Kamala...
Who's Kamala?
Hi. She can turn light into physical matter, which I have never heard of.
I could totally show you.
No!
She's targeting every planet we call home. I would never choose to bring anybody into this.
You are not the only thing standing between this and the universe.
Oh my god, we're a team.
Higher.
Further. Faster.
Who's a good kitty goose?
I can't. Can you?
I got it.
It didn't look too bad to me.
Yeah, no. I look kind of nice.
I ain't gonna lie. They looked pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'd say like a hype level at like a little above average, maybe like a 6. What is a 6? 6.5. 6.5.
5.4. No.
5.4.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, it is like around like a 6. Does feel very average. I still don't know about Kamala Khan. I know she's probably the humor side of it all, but I'm not a teenager girl anymore. But I'm not a teenager anymore is what I meant to say. I'm not a teenager. I'm not a teenager.
Be a girl?
I don't care for this humor. Other than that, I think if anything, if I had a reason to see this, obviously Nick Fury because of Secret Invasion, Carol and Photon. That's about it.
I was gonna say they put Carol Danvers more up at front and center in this one,
Which is good. It's supposed to be her movie.
Yeah, and it was weird that in the first one they hardly showed her, which was crazy. But this one they really put her front and center. So
Yeah.
I give them props for that. I really like the suit.
Mm-hmm.
You like the suit?
Not hers particularly.
I really like the suit.
It'll probably grow on me when I see it in action, but like the pictures I've seen of it, I don't know if I vibe with it.
I don't know. I really like.
I think
the suit.
I like
and
Photons.
seeing it in action too. Photons is pretty cool
Yeah,
too. I
like
hers.
the black and white really is sick.
Yeah.
And then they changed up Miss Marvel's too. which is kind of nice. Doesn't look too bad.
I want to give her a chance. I just feel like they did her dirty with the show. I want to hope that in the Marvels she's better.
She shines brighter in the movie than the show.
Yeah, I'm hoping because she does bring a lot of charisma. I ain't gonna lie. I like her in the trailers. I'm not gonna lie. She looks good in the trailers. I like that little. They did it again. That gag where she's like, "Oh my god!" Or I think they did a different cut though, because it looked like a different angle from the same thing. So, I don't know. I'm like I said, maybe a 6. I'm at a 6 with this one. I gotta say.
Yeah.
But I will be interested to see it. Especially, honestly, I would say the suit is what kind of draws me in. I like her suit. She's really Brie Larson looks.
Yeah, it could be interesting. And again, I like space, so that's another factor too.
That's true. Another sci-fi movie. Another Marvel sci-fi space opera. Yeah, the Marvels. The trailer's on YouTube. Check it out if you guys want to check it out. And last but not least, we have a red band trailer for the new Amazon series, Gen V, the spinoff of The Boys. If you guys haven't seen that, there's 3 seasons out. 4th one's gonna be coming out. Go watch it. Very good. Good watch. If you guys want a review on that, let us know. I will 100% be down. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what to expect. I know the teaser came out forever ago.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I seen this drop and I was like, "Oh man, I really want to watch it," but I know we had to wait. But
yeah.
I think I'm anticipating the best. If it comes from The Boys and it's from Amazon, I think it's already on a good side for me.
Okay. So you hoping
feeling
for the
very
best.
optimistic about it. Yeah.
Me too. I want to see this.
Yeah.
Let's hope this is good. This already looks like it's A-Train's hands. It's A-Train, huh?
His hands look a little too white to me. Am I tripping?
White hands? I don't know. Yeah, I see his gloves. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Being a hero is not about glory. It's about sacrifice.
Welcome to Godolphin University. Hey! We've trained the best and brightest young heroes since 1965. Godolphin is a safe space for you to thrive.
Oh, damn.
Marie Moreau, you could be the first top-ranked freshman in history.
I think you meant to say first black woman in the 7.
But you have a target on your back.
A few of us are going off campus. Let's have a good time.
I'm sexy, I'm free, and I feel vulgar.
I'm still drunk from last night.
Perfect, just take a sip, say Turbo Rush cures hangovers.
I wouldn't pour this on my dick if it cured cancer.
There are dangerous, evil people at that school.
Everything is fucked.
I exploded his dick.
Tag team cocksplosion.
Wow. Freshman class is savage this year.
Okay, September 20th. Not too far out.
Not too far out. It looked good.
It did.
It looked good.
Not too bad. It does look good. The bloodbending kind of threw me in. I was like, Jade from Mortal Kombat?
That looked pretty cool. Yeah. And then we're getting a lot of people. We're getting that congresswoman. We're getting the red-haired girl, A-Train, Ashley, Red Train, A-Train. Who else did I see in there? I seen somebody else. I can't think off top. I just seen it too.
Soldier Boy might show up.
Oh, yeah. He was saying that he shows up for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to do one of those Captain America videos. Watch. It's going to be one of those things.
That shit will be funny.
I'm be mad. I say it does look good. I'm not like super hyped because I don't know how this is gonna do. I'm hoping that it's tamed. It sounds very tamed in the trailer with the cursing and stuff, but so did the Boys trailers as well.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they don't do what they do in the Boys because I think they have a good balance with it, but I wouldn't think teenagers would be doing that all the time either. So I'm hoping that they're not gonna be like Peacemaker where it's like fuck, dick, cock, this all over the place.
I sure hope not either.
Hey, can you put bleeps over this? Is there a way you can do that? That'd be nice.
I'm not gonna do that.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm not doing that.
Like just imagine if I said those words, but it just bleeped every single time. That'd be super funny.
If I had the power to do that,
imagine that in your guys' minds, guys. Imagine that in your minds.
If I had the power to do that, I would quite literally bleep every fifth word on purpose,
just to fuck with it.
Just to fuck with you.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I don't know. We'll see how this one turns out.
Anyways, but yeah. So the trailer looks, I'd say, solid. I give it like a solid 7.5. Anticipation 8
doesn't look too bad. I'd say around there too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be jumping on my seat, but if it looks cool. That whole fist in the mouth thing looked crazy for a second too. Yeah, that shit look kind of like whoa.
It does look really nice. You can tell it does have the action and gore that the boys have,
and the boys feel like it feels like it is in that world, which is nice. It doesn't feel like it's in a totally different spot.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down. And you've seen all the boys series, right? Like
I've seen it all. Yeah,
I know you're not a big blood and gore person. Are you good with that show?
Yeah, it's cool. It's not too bad, I guess. Like, because it's not all the time. If that makes any sense. Like when it happens, I expect it, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. But some scenes do get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What scene in particular?
The first season, that one chick with her vagina, the teeth or whatever, the bones, when she crushes that what's his name's face, her landlord's face.
Yeah. Damn.
When A-Train runs that guy on the concrete and like kind of burns him up until he's nothing.
Season 3, crazy.
Yeah, there's probably a good chunk of scenes, but like I expect it, so I'm like, that okay, this is all right.
I gotta do a rewatch. You just made me want to go watch it again.
This is crazy though.
I love all that shit.
This is crazy though, because I think Invincible comes out around September.
Yeah,
or November. I can't remember.
It said it's gonna come out in September, end of September, early October or whatever. Somewhere around there. And then it's going to do, I think...
the second half of the season.
First half of the season.
Early 2024.
The second half's going to be...
Yeah. So, for me, I think I'm going to probably... depending on what comes out first, obviously. But if they end up dropping at the same time, I think Invincible might have my attention for a minute first.
And they also said that The Boys Season 4 was supposed to kind of like come out side by side with this.
Yeah, but... I think the showrunner came out and said that it's probably not going to come out till the strike's over.
Because of what's going on. Damn, that's crazy.
Season 4 might be.
I wonder what they were cooking then, because it sounded like they were gonna like. I was thinking that it was gonna be basically on the tail end, maybe like the last 2 episodes, and you're gonna see kind of like a clash between
the aftermath would happen.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So I was hoping for something like that. If that was what they were planning for, if it has to come out later and it still comes out with the same outcome, I'd be okay with that. It just sucks that we kind of missed that opportunity.
Yeah, I think that was the end goal, but after everything that happened, obviously the strike taking out a lot of things, they were probably just like, yeah, we'll wait, because they like to do press for the show.
They do, yeah.
Like, I don't know if you follow their YouTube or their Twitter, but they tweet like they exist in real life.
Yeah,
and like
all the time.
Ashley came out and was like, "Oh, Homelander is innocent. They're trying to paint him bad or whatever because of what happened with the dude at the end of season 3."
Yeah.
So like their promotion is crazy.
That's hilarious.
So I think that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, very good. Gen V Red Band trailer is on YouTube right now, so go check that out as well. But that's gonna wrap up today's episode. So if there's anything that we should have talked about that we didn't, anything that we should have said that we didn't, any movie that you guys want us to review but we didn't, let us know. Josh, let them know where they can let us know.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Film Bros Podcast. We post new episodes are up. You can hit us up there. Listen to us on the go. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, literally anywhere you get your podcasts. We'd appreciate it. It's the old episodes be caught up for when we drop our reviews and stuff. Support us. Buzzsprout. Links are in the bios I just gave you. At Film Bros Podcast. You get special shout outs. Perks only known for subscribers. It'll benefit you and us, so why not? And then when it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube at Film Bros Podcast.
We'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.